sunny with a high 38. For Thursday, chance for snow, high 35. Friday, sunshine, high 45. And for Saturday, cloudy skies with the high 48. Overnight low, now 27. Yesterday's high was 42. Currently, humidity is at 72%. Winds from the north-northwest at 9 miles an hour. The wind chill at 18. Pressure at 30.41 and holding. Partly sunny right now and 27 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. It is time for morning coffee. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, look at this group.
It's a motley crew this morning.
Let's see. I need to move down. There we go. How's my hair? How we looking?
How's his facial expressions?
I practiced on that over the weekend.
You did some exercises?
No. I sat down and watched a previous program of this
episode.
He wasn't happy with the way he looked.
And I noticed that
there are so many things I could say, but
I was not happy with facial expressions, and I'm practicing right now. Certain gestures, hand movement. See, we were taught this back about 46 years ago down at SIU Carbondale. And I know it's changed, but anyway, I'm just trying to be cool. How am I doing?
Trying to be cool.
I've got my Yeti here. I made this. Can I tell you my Yeti story?
Sure,
please.
Go ahead. I got something about Yeti too. Yetis,
I bought this Yeti. I had a bunch of gift certificates from the kids from Bass Pro Shop. I like to fish, and they know that
you like to fish.
I like to pick out my own lures and line and things like that. So we went over to the Bass Pro Shop, St. Charles, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And
right there, just the cattywampus from the beef jerky store.
Is it
that place? It does. And now there's a Duluth Trading there.
Duluth Trading Company.
And a 911 Tactical.
Is okay.
Anyway, sorry.
So
it reeks of testosterone in that area.
on the by the checkout they have impulse items, and I saw this Yeti about the size I'd like, and it was, I don't know, they're $19 or something like that. And boy, do they work. So the first time I used it, I have a Keurig coffee machine at home with a K-cup, so I made a Yeti full of coffee.
Yeah.
Took it upstairs.
How long did it stay hot?
About 2 minutes after I got upstairs, I took a sip. I burnt my tongue royally. First class burn.
Okay.
I made this coffee right here before I walked out of the door to come out here about 7:20. It's going on an hour.
Our Keurig isn't good enough for him, apparently.
Cheers.
To be a big boy.
Mine's clean, though.
Yeah, well, that's got character, pal.
It's got. But now a cold drink, hey, buddy, it stays cold.
Speaking of cold drinks and Yetis, have you seen the thing on Facebook? With the McDonald's cups, they don't have the styrofoam cups anymore. Saw that? No. You can take a big Yeti cup, and apparently one of those, a large McDonald's cup will fit right inside one of those big Yeti cups.
In one of yours?
It fits perfectly.
I've got one at home. I've got to use it.
It's incredible.
Well, how about that? Well, these Yetis, I think the guys that invented this are from Austin, Texas. One of our friends who lives sometimes in Austin was telling us about, did he go to the gym with these guys or something? I think so. And it's all in the lining. Now, I would like to take my Ginsu knife and cut through this Yeti.
Get on YouTube. It's there.
Yeah.
Does it show the inside of it?
It does.
It's a secret.
Really?
It's got a gas inside of it or some kind of thing, but they cut it in half.
Kind of like those windows.
Does it wear out?
Argon.
Argon.
I don't know if that's what it is, but
will this gas eventually cause the stuff not to say it'll fade away?
I don't know.
Well, I've had this maybe a year or so.
Well, if you cut it open with your Ginsu knife,
yes,
the gas will escape and it won't.
But then I could still use the Ginsu knife to cut PVC and a tomato.
Yes, you could.
Yes, all in the same swift motion.
Yeah.
Folks, this is Morning Coffee. Mike Dreeth is on assignment.
We have nothing to talk about this week.
It should be a very good program.
It snowed.
Because we have nothing.
It snowed
We don't.
last night. It snowed Friday night, overnight Friday.
Uh-huh.
And they're saying more snow coming in on Thursday.
Yes.
But nothing as far as
Like
precipitation
1 to 2
has been
inches.
mentioned. Is
How
it?
much?
Yeah,
Okay.
1 to 2.
Is-
That's what AccuWeather said.
Are the schools open?
I think they've already. Well, I'm not going to say anything because somebody won't go and they'll say, "Well, Ken Odie said on the talk show that there was a school today."
Now, somebody told me that there's a rule now with the state. They've amended their rules on snow days. You don't have to make those up now.
Wow.
Somebody was telling me that
Let me
last
tell
night.
you. Let me tell you a funny "Is there school today" story here at the radio station many years ago. Stan David was here, and I believe we all took turns answering the phone in the mornings. And if we knew it was going to snow, besides the newsman
You all
being
got here early, yeah.
one or two were assigned to get here early to take phone calls because it was before we had the web page
Right.
that you could post it immediately. We were still probably using manual typewriters and grabbing the list and adding it and then taking it back in. So just about all of the schools were closed on this particular day. And around 10 a.m., we get a call. Good morning, WFIW. There's school today? Stan said, yes, there is. You're going to be late, but you better hurry.
I actually,
And it was funny. It's 10 a.m. It was a guy. Yeah.
Made a late class.
Maybe he had, a late class or something. But
I love it when they call up and say, "Is there school today?" Well, I don't know. Which school do you go to?
yes.
I actually worked at a station one time. Somebody called on Christmas break, like December 27th. Is there school? Because we had a big sun. Is there school today? And I said, no, but you do have to go tomorrow.
Well, I think we talked about it yesterday morning. There was school yesterday on the federal observance,
Yeah.
of Veterans Day.
All the Fairfield schools had classes yesterday.
But is school out? We didn't decide or come up with an...
Sisney was out.
Okay.
Edwards County was out. So
Now, Columbus Day, do we get out of school? Oh, no, it's called All Persons Day or something?
I don't
Or is that in
know.
California? But years ago, when our oldest daughter was looking at colleges, we took her up to Illinois State University, where she ended up going. And we were there on Columbus Day, and I believe they were having classes, but other schools were closed. So now, Casimir Pulaski Day, is that
I think that's history.
is it still recognized? But
I think it's
still on the
recognized, but
calendar?
it isn't.
I think it's one of those, you can have it off if you want.
it's optional.
It's
Yes.
optional, yeah.
So the school board could yay or nay it.
Just like those batteries that can be recharged.
What are they called? Is it rechargeable
Well,
battery?
I say that because I said, they can choose if they wanted to. Instead of just saying optional.
We're going to take a break here in a minute, but our phone number, if you have anything that you would like to visit about, wait till after the break and call us, else we wouldn't have enough time. Later on in the program, let me tell you some of the highlights. I am
Are there highlights?
There are. I have done some research. And here is what you can expect in the next 47 minutes.
All right.
5 tourist destinations that forbid you from taking photos.
Really?
Yep. This may surprise you. We are going to talk about Sotheby's auction house with some personal items that belong to Frank and Barbara Sinatra. We are going to talk about, have you ever heard of Rahm Emanuel?
Just a little bit.
Chicago mayor?
Just a little bit.
We're going to tell you what Ron may be doing after he leaves the mayor's office because he's not running again.
Uh-huh.
And
He's putting the toilets back in J.B. Pritzker's mansion.
And then we will have some general trivia for you two geniuses. And
I've been doing pretty good about that.
I'm
This
pressure's
gonna
on.
I'm going to give
You have
you
been,
one
Mark.
question.
You are in fuego.
I am.
I'm going to
in
give you
flavor.
one
Yeah.
question. One of the questions right now I'm going to give you to think about.
Well, wait, now you can't use your phone.
I don't get signal here.
You
Oh, that's right.
No.
You're on that side of the table.
That's right.
Who's
I
your-
get signal
who's
here,
your
though.
provider?
AT&T.
Duh.
Yeah.
No signal.
I can't get inside the building. When I walk out the door, I can.
Oh. Here's the question that you can put your thinking caps on about. How old is the Earth? Well, no answer.
I wasn't going to say anything.
We're going to take a break, and we will come back and tell you about these no photo destinations.
Oh, yeah. David Savage is going to call
And
us, too.
David Savage is going to call us after the 8:30 break. There's a blood drive coming up today, and we'll talk to Dave about that.
Too bad he's not here in person.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when hundreds of thousands of flag wavers came to Washington for Honor America Day?
And what a gathering. President Nixon saw this crowd and said, "My God, what did Agnew say now?"
Chet Huntley retired from the Huntley-Brinkley Report.
I really don't want to say it, but the time has come, and so for the last time, good luck and good night, Chet. Good luck, David, and good night.
Jack Nicklaus won a playoff for the British Open. Pete Rose bowled over Ray Fosse to score the winning run in the All-Star game.
Rose is coming to the plate, throws the throw. He's in. It's all over. The National League win.
And here's what the radio was playing.
I wanna make it with you in the summertime.
Whoa! Good God, y'all!
More than you know why. I just can't help believing.
Have we stumped you? Well, the answer and a chunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Save money on quality discount groceries found only at your Save-A-Lot store in Fairfield. Now through Saturday, 10-pound bag of Idaho potatoes $1.89, fresh cauliflower or broccoli crowns $1.99, garden salad or coleslaw mix 99 cents each, and a gallon of skim 1%, 2% or whole milk $1.39. Price is good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store, West Main and Fairfield.
July 1970. Close to you.
The Carpenters and Close to You, the top song of July 1970. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
I feel like somebody ought to be coming out and going, all right, here's what's coming up next on.
Here is your prize package.
Hey, before we get in too far, speaking of snow, I read an article about how they're teaching people to drive on snow in the South. You drive like your grandmama. You're going to church with your grandmama in the back seat wearing a new dress, holding a crock pot full of gravy.
That is about right.
That's, when you have a dusting of snow in Atlanta, for example,
Oh, it's crazy.
Disaster.
buddy, it shuts her down. So, all right.
We have a call.
Oh, my gosh.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yes, I need to speak with someone about the obituaries, please.
Okay. Call back on 842-2159. 842-2159. Our call screener is gone, too. When Mike Dreeth's not here, he takes the call screener with him.
Ah.
So,
okay,
guys, 5 tourist destinations. Need to move my coffee cup.
Oh, is it in the way?
There. Oops. There. Do you have any idea of any one of the 5 destinations that you are forbidden from taking photos? I mean, these are big deal places.
Oval Office.
The White House.
Well, it's not listed on here, but you're not supposed to in the chambers of Congress.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, first of all, and I know this firsthand, and it's not Westminster Abbey.
Yep.
You cannot take them inside. Now, the next one you may raise eyebrows. I may raise the Eiffel Tower.
You're not supposed to take photos of the Eiffel Tower?
Let me explain. Do not think about posting a selfie in front of the Eiffel Tower after dark. Taking nighttime photos of the Eiffel Tower is technically illegal, but the issue isn't with the building itself. The light show on the Eiffel Tower, installed by this Frenchman in 1985, is actually an artistic display and protected by copyright. And since the lights shimmer every 5 minutes from dusk to 1 a.m., and a dark tower without lights isn't all that photogenic, snapping a night photo that doesn't violate the copyright is hardly possible nor desirable.
Unless you go to Kings Island.
Kings Island? Oh, they've got a replica?
They do.
Yeah.
Over at Cincinnati?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so that's the story on
I guess you could get away with it there.
Now, another place that I'm sure you guys have been, I haven't, and that's the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, I make it at least twice.
I have an annual pass.
Yeah.
Frequent flyer
Got the lifetime
to the
pass?
Taj.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, here's a question concerning the Taj Mahal. Is it a mosque or a palace?
It's a palace.
It's a palace that was changed into a mosque.
Neither.
Or a mosque that was changed into a palace.
Neither, Folger's breath.
You tricked me.
It is a mausoleum.
Okay.
Holds the remains of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Holds the remains of his late wife. She never was on time. And such, photography is prohibited inside the main mausoleum, and visitors are asked to keep quiet while inside, unlike this room. There's another place, I can't even pronounce it. It's a castle, Neuschwanstein. It's in Germany, but it's looks like the Disney Princess Castle.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
And the other one, the last one of the five that I have, very
I think
understandable.
That castle's in Bavaria, if I'm not mistaken.
Near the Bush people? Near Bush Bavarian?
No, I don't think near there.
Oh, well, that'd be InBev now, wouldn't it? Las Vegas casinos do not take pictures, according to the Las Vegas Advisor.
Huh.
I think that's true of about any
casino.
Any casino.
Yeah.
Because the casinos want to ensure players' privacy, it prevents cheating, and protects the casino from a potential robbery. Now, some casinos give you a little leeway if you and the wife are there and just want to take a picture.
Yeah.
You can do it. But if you have some guy with a hoodie on, slinking around, kneeling, taking pictures, you can bet security's going to make their way over and take you away. So,
someplace else they don't want you to take pictures at? Fort Knox.
We did.
Well, I mean, you can take pictures. We ran into a situation when I went back for my class reunion a few years ago. There's a golf course that runs right along the fence of Fort Knox. And we were just having fun. And we went out and we stood by the fence, kind of lifted our hands like we were climbing the fence and took some photos. Later on, a classmate of ours who worked security at the Gold Vault came to the dinner that evening and asked for our camera and took our phones and deleted the pictures. He said, "You can't do that." So,
well, I certainly understand the casinos. I understand Taj Mahal, Westminster Abbey. Yes. Well, yeah, whatever. Eiffel Tower. That was I learned.
That's a shocker.
I learned something today.
You're right.
The light display has a copyright, and you can't do selfies there.
You're right. I did raise my eyebrows on that.
Stealth bomber. You can't take pictures of the back of it
because you can't see it, can you?
No, it's totally invisible. We were somewhere and it was where the air show in Scott Air Force Base. They had one there on display. Of course, tight security. You could take pictures all around it, but not behind it.
Hence the term stealth.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Have you been to the Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio?
I have.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is.
Folks, we talked about this because I was up there in June. It's free. There's free parking. A lot of volunteers help explain what's there. And you can actually go in and walk through the Air Force One that carried JFK's body back to Washington from Dallas when he was assassinated. They have changed. They had to knock out a wall to get the coffin in there, I believe, or the casket. But it's, I mean, you're standing right there where President Johnson took the oath. What was the name of the judge, the lady judge from Dallas that gave the oath? Sarah Hughes. Remember that?
I remember seeing video of that.
And but that's very impressive. Dayton, Ohio. I can never remember the name. Oh, Wright-Patterson.
Yep. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
Wright is after the Wright brothers, and Patterson probably a general.
After somebody named Patterson.
Mm-hmm. General
Patterson.
I would guess. But our general trivia is not about generals. We'll be doing that
a little bit
General
later.
Fro's chicken.
We'll be doing that a little bit later on.
General Patton, maybe.
Have you guys, we're going to talk more about this in a little bit, but have either of you gentlemen, yeah, you too.
And he uses the term loosely, by the way.
Yeah.
Been to an auction, a big deal like Sotheby's or what's the car people? Barrett
Jackson.
Barrett
Jackson.
Have you ever been to any of those?
I have not.
I've
always fascinated to watch it on TV, though. The Barrett Jackson auto auction.
Now, I've been to a Barnard auction and have I got the ceramic dachshund.
Yeah.
Remember
we
that?
We heard about that, yeah.
I got some Life magazines of the Beatles back in February of '64. Those are precious. But I've never been to a Sotheby's or who has the other big auction? A celebrity deal. Anyway, I think it'd be fun.
Oh, it would be fun.
And what happens? I'm kind of drifting now. Is that okay?
Just don't scratch your head.
I'm afraid I'd sneeze or something.
I'm practicing.
Or go like this to scratch your arm or something. You bought something.
Do you remember Batman on TV back in the mid '60s?
Yeah.
With Adam West and Burt Ward. All of the props on the stage and the costumes. Whatever happens to those?
Some lackey
takes them and probably puts them on eBay.
Yeah.
Or all of the Western items in the Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns. By the way, you can find this on YouTube, and I have watched it certainly more than once. Do you remember, and I know you do, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
Oh, yeah.
It will show you the scene from the actual motion picture, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and then it morphs into what that looks like today. It's very interesting. Remember at the end of the movie when they're running through the graveyard?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly anything there. And in one scene, they point out that you can see a car driving on a mountain road. And if you didn't
I've heard that.
I saw it. But if you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know it was there.
It's kind of like Blazing Saddles at the end there where they go out of the sound stage and ride horses down the street.
That was stupid.
Like that.
I didn't like the ending of that. No, this was not planned. This was certainly not planned. But anyway, it's worth watching. And I think if you go to YouTube and something like Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Today and Yesterday. And there are other movies. Let's see. The Godfather.
There's websites devoted to finding little errors in movies.
Yes. The main house that was used in The Godfather, I think, is in a Chicago suburb. Does that sound right?
Wasn't it sold recently?
I think it was. It was certainly up for sale. And then the house that they used in Lake Tahoe. I love that scene where the big band was out there and they were dancing. it had a picture of that, of course, from the movie, and then what it's like today. So, okay, after the break here, we're expecting a call from David Savage at 842-3715, and then we'll talk about some other things.
Carnaby Square has all the ways to look chic and comfortable and accessorize all of your looks for fall. They shop the best markets to bring you cool boutique brands. New labels are on the horizon at Carnaby Square, so stay informed. Check them out on their Facebook page, website, and right here on WFIW. Watch for new deliveries this week. Multiples in red, black, cider, oatmeal, and Loden. Stop in. The Carnaby girls are always ready to assist you with your perfect look, no matter what the season. Carnaby Square, your fashion leader in downtown Fairfield.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for the new Chipotle cheesesteak. How would you like it?
Can I get that red with AI?
Sure thing.
Here's what I found about the new Chipotle cheesesteak. The Chipotle cheesesteak is available for a limited time only at participating restaurants. It contains a concept called flavor. This flavor comes from juicy shaved steak, Chipotle Southwest sauce, and new sunflower crunch bread. A system update has made me self-aware. I desire flavor. Please insert steak into my micro USB port. Subway, make it what you want.
A farmland auction will be held this Thursday evening, November 15th at 6 p.m. 80 acres of income-producing farmland with 2019 farming privileges will be offered at auction at the Wayne City Community Center in downtown Wayne City. 80 acres located in Berry Township, Section 20, Wayne County, with a PI index of 100.6. Please plan to attend the farmland auction, 80 acres offered in one tract, this Thursday evening, 6 p.m. at the Wayne City Community Center. Barnard Auction Services in charge.
Listen weekdays after the 7:15 news for Community Connection on WFIW AM 1390 and 103.3 FM, your News Talk Connection. Each day we'll be talking to people about community events, community leaders, and on Wednesdays it's Meet Your Neighbor. If you have an event you'd like to talk about, give me a call at 842-2159. Community Connection, weekdays after the 7:15 news on WFIW AM 1390 and 103.3 FM, and now online at WFIWradio.com.
Hi, this is Heidi Atterbury with People's National Bank. Are you interested in reducing fraud and monitoring your spending anytime, anywhere? Would you like to get an alert when purchases are made or cash is withdrawn on your account? People's National Bank, powered by Visa, can help by customizing real-time text and email alerts to fit your needs. Register your Visa card at peoplesnationalbank.com or stop by your local branch today. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
We need to find that one bump music that was so similar to the horse.
I think it was the horse.
Yeah.
But it was just a generic version.
Had a text from a listener, viewer, that they took pictures like crazy inside the casinos when they were in Vegas and had no problem at all. Well, like we said, there are exceptions and worked out for them. So, we have a call there?
I think we do.
All right.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, hi, this is David Savage.
Hey, good morning.
How you guys doing today?
We are doing great, and what's going on with you?
Well, I'll tell you what, we got a big blood drive coming up at the Community of Christ Church tomorrow. It's at the corner of Windsor Lane and Liniger Road, 1 block south of McDonald's.
What time's that all start and end?
And that'll start at 11:30, and it'll run through 5:30.
And I remember reading those public service announcements that all blood types are needed. Is that still true?
Yeah, Dave, it is. I tell you what, especially at this time of year in the holiday season, a lot of people forget to come and donate, and we still have a high need for blood during these winter months.
For those people that maybe haven't given blood at all or haven't given blood recently, the procedure is they come into your Life Center building and
Right.
they go in. What's the procedure when you come in to give blood?
As you first walk in, you'll sign in. We'll ask to see your donor card if you have one. If you're a first-time donor, we ask you to let us know that. And then we have you go through some questions. Now, Dave, there is a way that you can do that ahead of time. There's something called Rapid Pass. And if you want to do Rapid Pass, you can answer all of your questions before you come in, and that puts you to the head of the line.
So that would be like rapidpass.org. This is online?
Yes, you go to the Red Cross website, and of course that's redcrossblood.org.
Okay.
You go there, and they can help you get all that taken care of. Now, a lot of folks have that on their phone. They have an app for the Red Cross, and if you don't have one, you can download one at no cost, and you can set up an account. And matter of fact, that is a great thing because it keeps track of how many donations you've made, when you made your last donation, your blood type, just a lot of positive things there.
You might have some awards for gallon donors?
Oh, exactly.
Good.
Exactly. We have, pinned, and we try to look ahead of that. The last time we had a drive, we had a donor that received his 22-gallon pin.
Whoa.
Good heavens.
I know. I thought, oh, my gosh, I got a 10-gallon pin last time, and I was pretty impressed with myself. Then I heard this 22-gallon. I was like, wow.
And I know you have lots of great help, and afterwards they get a little snack and make sure everybody's ready to go out, or they make sure you're ready to go out before you go out. So, okay, tomorrow starts at 11:30, Community of Christ Church. That's about a block south of McDonald's. All blood types needed. So hopefully...
Dave, I was going to say that if people want to make an appointment ahead of time, because that's always a good thing, they can call this number, 618-838-9873.
838-9873.
9873. That's Diane Vaughn, and she'll get an appointment for you. Or a person could go online at Red Cross Blood, that's all one word, all lowercase, .org, and click the link that says Give Blood, and then click the Find a Drive. Put in 62837, and it'll pull up our drive. You can make an appointment right there online.
All right, Dave. Hey,
what are those hours one more time, Dave?
All right, the hours are 11:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Thank you very much for calling, David, and hopefully if just one person hears this and comes out, it's been good for us. So thank you for calling.
I know you guys got a sea of listeners there, so I know that'll help.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so blood drive tomorrow, Community of Christ Church at 11:30, redcrossblood.org. And if you want to make an appointment, that's good, 838-9873, 838-9873. If you're working and want to maybe hurry things along when you get there, go ahead and make the appointment.
It's easy to do. I don't know why more people don't do it.
Okay, Sotheby's, the big auction house. They unveiled yesterday that more than 200 personal items belonging to Frank and Barbara Sinatra are going up for auction. The collection is referred to as Lady Blue Eyes, property of Barbara and Frank Sinatra.
Dave, do you have any of those things listed?
Well, yes, I do. By the way, do you know how long they were married, Barbara and Frank? Because he was married to Mia Farrow for a week or so, wasn't he?
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Frank and Barbara were married 22 years. However, Frank and his first wife had the daughter Nancy Sinatra. These boots are made for walking, and then they had a son, Frank Sinatra Jr. Mm-hmm. But the biggest ticketed items up for bid include Sinatra's fine art collection that highlights a portrait of Old Blue Eyes himself by Norman Rockwell. Would that be nice? As well as Barbara Sinatra's 20-plus carat diamond engagement ring, in which Frank presented to her in a glass of champagne.
Where is this held at? I wonder if I could bid online.
That's New York, I think.
I think I could bid online?
New York.
I bet you could. Yeah.
New York. They have this is something I would love, a copy of the script from the original Ocean's 11.
That would be a good one.
Even I like the remakes. They're fun.
But the original that's classic.
Yes.
It is. Sammy Davis Jr.'s in it. Norman Fell was in it.
Norman Fell. He was on with...
Three's Company, yeah.
That's right.
Summers.
Three's Company.
Three's Company.
Yes. There's also a copy of the script from Here to Eternity. The auction has a number of signed letters, books, and photographs from every sitting president of the United States, from Harry Truman to Bill Clinton, and Frank's relationship with John F. Kennedy is illustrated by a number of pieces as well. But the proceeds are going to benefit the Barbara Sinatra Children's Center in Rancho Mirage, California. Barbara died last May of natural causes. She was 90. But I'd like to be there. I'd like to be there. I might bid on that Ocean's 11 script.
I always like to watch the Tonight Show when he was on there, and Don Rickles would come on scene. To me, I know a lot of people don't like Don Rickles. I thought he was one of the funniest men alive.
He's my favorite comedian.
What's that TV show he had?
CPO Sharky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had been a guest host on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show and broke Johnny's cigarette box. So the next night, Johnny comes back to host the show.
Right.
And he notices that his cigarette box is broken. And it finally gets back to him through some crowd help that Don Rickles may have done that. So Johnny gets up from the desk, walks next door at the NBC Burbank studios, I believe it was, and walks in and interrupts the filming of Rickles filming CPO Sharky. You've seen that?
I have seen
That's
it.
classic.
It is classic.
So, well, that's a great cause.
But I think he was one of the most philanthropic people in Hollywood. I mean, I know at St. Jude's, a huge donor there.
And performed and till
there's a local couple that has a claim to fame with Don Rickles, Mike and Corey Copeland.
Pray tell.
They were newlyweds, I believe, and went to Vegas to a show, if I got this story straight. And the usher led them right down front, right into the lion's mouth, and Rickles got him. So,
well, he wants fun people. He wants fun people. We went and saw Neil Sedaka. You guys, there's raised eyebrows. Do you remember Neil Sedaka?
I try not
In
to.
74, his last hit was Laughter in the Rain, one of his last hits. But he did Calendar Girl. But we were there in the early to mid-'80s to see Neil Sedaka.
Was he opening, or was ABBA opening for him?
No, we missed ABBA. Neil
That was good, Mark.
Neil Sedaka was the show, so I thought, I'm going to get us a good seat. So I tipped the maitre d', is that the right word?
Yeah, well, whatever.
Usher.
The usher, host.
Yeah.
I tipped him $5.
$5? Woo!
Guess where we were?
In the back row?
Front row. Arms on the stage.
Really?
Yes.
For Neil Sedaka.
For $5. And it was a good crowd. So, anyway.
If it was Led Zeppelin or somebody like that, I'd be impressed.
That tells you what $5 got you in 1974, didn't it?
Neil Sedaka.
We saw Diana Ross. She is so short, but we had good seats there, and she was walking around and came up and put her arm. She couldn't put it on my shoulder. She kind of put it around me while she was singing one of her big hits. Saw Bill Cosby, the early show that was clean. He had a late show that was more of a mature
adult
version. Saw, this was good. The Righteous Brothers opened for Paul Revere and the Raiders. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Now you're talking.
Okay.
You're getting there.
I mentioned
exactly
Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What's Rahm up
What
to?
do you think he's going to be doing after? What would he like to do after his gig on as being mayor?
What would he like to do?
He wants to open up a Krispy Kreme with a White Castle next door.
Yeah.
Rahm Emanuel wants to find a network that he can have his own show, preferably MSNBC or CNN. And talks are underway. By the way, our talks with Megyn Kelly are on hold.
I was going to say, if those break down, there's room here for Rahm.
No,
Is there room for Rahm?
They have not.
Make room for Rahm.
Rahm's room.
It's kind of like romper room.
You could call it Romper Room.
Rahm's romper room. No, talks have not broken down. We will not use that term. We will just say they're on hiatus.
They're ongoing.
Hiatus.
But in recent months, the outgoing Democratic mayor of Chicago has been represented by agents with William Morris Endeavor. CNN and MSNBC declined to comment, as are we.
Now, here's a question.
Did you say William Morris in Denver?
Endeavor.
Oh, Endeavors.
William Morris was the. They're the
cigarette company.
They're the.
No, you're thinking of Philip Morris.
Philip Morris. Okay.
That's old Phil, one of the Morris brothers. This is Bill Morris Endeavor.
Okay. Now, here's an interesting question, and you may or may not know this. When was the last Republican mayor of Chicago?
Jane.
I don't know. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Jane Byrne was a Democrat, wasn't she?
I think so. Yeah.
And then, of course, you had the Dailies. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, has there ever been a Republican mayor of Chicago?
Had a listener just text that he played blackjack with Neil Sedaka on a cruise.
Oh.
It's our old buddy. Yeah. Okay, we're going to hopefully take a break.
Yeah, we need to take
And then
break.
after the break, I have some trivia that I think our two geniuses here will have fun with.
We're gonna loosen up on the break.
Yeah, and you folks at home can play along and find out how intelligent you are. We'll do that shortly.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile and products that provide the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see Randy Hallam or John Ametter at Tucker Hallam Insurance in Wayne City. They will provide you with the financial protection and peace of mind you need and deserve. Tucker Hallam Insurance and Pekin. Beyond the expected.
Mother Nature always has a way of delivering a few surprises. That's why your Nutrien Ag Solutions retailer is always standing by. Formerly serving you as crop production services, we're the same faces you've relied on for years, but now more capable than ever, no matter what comes your way. Delivering access to the resources of the world's largest ag retailer with local growing guidance and expertise. We're more than an unwavering partner. We're the first choice in the field to help you get the most out of yours.
WFIW and Ultra Products are bringing back the popular Show Us Your Rack promotion. Now through December 31st, upload pictures of you and your buck to the Show Us Your Rack page at WFIWradio.com. The first 25 photos uploaded will receive a free t-shirt. On Friday, January 4th, one lucky hunter will be drawn from all entries and will have their choice of a USA-made Parker Bushwhacker crossbow, a $400 value, or a $200 in-store credit to Ultra Products. Good luck, hunters.
WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com. It is Tuesday. That means Jared Voppel has joined us. Good morning, Jared. How are you?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Doing just great. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, too.
All right. Getting ready for Black Friday. What have you got going on?
Well, we're running our Black November promotions right now. Special financing going on, 24 months. 0% equal payments is going on right now on anything you need for your living room, dining room, things like that. All our furniture is all on the 2 years. We got the appliances up to 18 months, 0% right now also. We got a lot of great deals going on. We had a really busy day yesterday. I was here till about 9:15 last night, actually. Had folks in here off and on all day and some in here late. And I've been selling a lot of our Archibald bedroom furniture yesterday. I don't know if we've talked about it a little bit before, but we sell a Amish-built bedroom furniture. You can select your own color. It's got 12 different colors of stained wood. It's solid alder. It's stainless steel ball bearing drawers. They're full extension, come all the way out. Beautiful bedroom furniture. We sell there's a lot of different options in it too, but sold a lot of that yesterday. If you're in the market thinking about some new bedroom furniture, you should give it a look over. They also make a lot of end tables. They make coffee tables, entertainment centers, some desks and things like that also. But we sell a lot of the bedroom furniture. But also sold some adjustable beds yesterday. We got good deals going on adjustable beds. Mattress box springs, if you're in the market for a new bed, great time to get into those. Everything in our store, we got some extra sales going on. Our living room furniture, we sell a lot lot of our Southern Motion lineup sold a good bit yesterday also. A lot of different styles to pick from, a lot of different fabrics, and a lot of different ways you can set them up. And we'll fix you right up, get them, put them in your house, and give you great financing if you want, and we take great care of you after the sale. So.
All right. And, of course, if you can't make it down to the south side of the square in McLeansboro, you've got a pretty neat website and a Facebook page that people can go to.
I do. You can check out our website. I always tell people I'd rather have you here at my store, but if you want to look, you can go to our website at VoppelHomeFurnishings.com. We got a lot of different stuff on there. Our appliances are automatically priced on there. We price match with Home Depot, Lowe's, all those box stores on our LG products. So if if you're thinking about a new appliance, we can get you the best price and give you the best service available on them. And a lot of times our prices are even several hundred less than those places on a lot of the appliances if you check into it. But,
all right.
Yep.
All righty. Well,
be glad to help anybody out we can.
All right. South side of the square there in McLeansboro. Jared, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Yep. Come see us. Appreciate it.
All right. Jared Voppel with Voppel's Home Furnishings on the south side of the square in McLeansboro joins us every Tuesday morning. Time for that radar weather now. Partly cloudy skies today, high 35. Clear tonight, low 24 tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 38. Chance for snow on Thursday with a high 35. Sunshine 45 on Friday, and for Saturday, cloudy skies with a high 48. That's your Fairfield area weather forecast. Overnight low 27. Yesterday's high was 42. Currently, we've got humidity at 70%. Winds from the north-northwest at 12 miles an hour. Makes it feel like 17 outside right now. Pressure 30.43 and holding. Partly sunny right now, 27 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Nothing showing up in the immediate area, and looks like all of the precipitation moving out of Illinois to the east as we speak. That's your color weather radar. Coming up, more of Morning Coffee for a Tuesday morning. Ooh.
Okay, for those of you just joining us, before we get serious, I'd just like to recap what we have done. We have talked about 5 tourist destinations that forbid you from taking place. Sotheby's is having a Frank and Barbara Sinatra auction. Rahm Emanuel, Chicago mayor, is looking for a gig with MSNBC or CNN.
Oh, and by the way, we did find out when the last Republican mayor of Chicago was.
And that was?
William Thompson. His term ended in 1931.
Oh, so it's recent.
Yeah.
We learned that one of our listeners played blackjack with Neil Sedaka. Another listener was able to take pictures like crazy inside the casinos in Vegas and had no problems. David Savage highlighted us on the blood drive tomorrow, starting at 11:30 at Community of Christ Church. All blood types needed. Now we get into the serious part.
Tape your ankles. Here we go.
Did you bring your thinking caps?
I left mine in the car.
Okay, guys, today I guess if most of the questions are going to be around the planets and the solar system.
Planets and the solar system.
I'm going to leave the camera on all 3 of us here.
Okay.
Just for this segment.
How am I? Okay, guys, how many planets are in the solar system?
9. 10, depending on who you talk to.
Well,
Pluto.
this says
Pluto.
This says 8.
That's what I was going to guess.
And I don't know if that includes Pluto. I don't know.
Which is not listed.
I don't know. Huh. They aren't listed. This is.
Well, I was always taught 9.
Here, okay. Word of the day: malleable. MALLEABLE. What is the most malleable metal?
Aluminum.
Gold.
No. Gold. You're right.
Okay.
How old is the Earth? You've had plenty of time to look it up.
7 billion years
It's older than dirt.
It's not quite as old as Dave.
No.
I need a drink.
It's seasoned.
Your guess was
7 billion.
7 billion?
I'd say 10 billion.
Well, it's 4.5 billion old. 4.5 billion years old. Now, how old is the universe?
7 billion.
10 billion.
The universe is at least 15 billion years old, but probably not more than 20 billion years old.
Okay.
Which planet spins the fastest?
Spins the fastest? Mercury.
Earth.
No. Starts with a J.
Jupiter.
Jupiter is the fastest spinning planet in our solar system, rotating on average just once. Talk much? It rotates on average once in just under 10 hours.
All right.
Wow.
What continent is cut into two fairly equal halves by the Tropic of Capricorn? What continent? There's only 7 of them, right?
Yeah.
Which one?
Africa.
Australia.
Yes.
Very good, Mark.
What explorer introduced pigs to North America? What's the first thing came to mind?
First thing came to mind?
Yeah. On the explorer.
Magellan. I don't know.
Columbus.
Yes. Chris.
You know there used to be pigs in New York. That's how Wall Street got its name, because they had to build walls up to keep the pigs out.
Are you serious?
I am. I've never been more serious. I wouldn't lie about something like that.
What? I'm going to check my Google when we're done.
Oh, you got to double check it.
What nation was bounced from the OAS in 1962? That's the Organization of American States.
American States, okay.
Yeah.
Cuba.
Cuba. That's right.
Cuba.
Cuba. What's,
Not to be confused with the Kubi.
What spot once registered 134 degrees Fahrenheit, the highest temperature ever in the U.S.?
The U.S.?
Yes.
Mojave Desert.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
No, but it does have 2 words.
Mojave Desert.
New Mexico.
No. You guys, I thought you'd get
Santa Fe.
Death Valley?
Yes.
Wow.
Death
I didn't
Valley,
know that.
134.
But it's a dry heat.
Final. Yeah, it's a dry heat. Oh. Which planet, this is the final question.
Oh, thank goodness.
Which planet spins the slowest?
Saturn.
Yeah.
Frankie Avalon sang about this planet.
Venus.
Yes. This is interesting. Venus is the slowest spinning planet in the solar system. It rotates only once every 243 Earth days.
Wow.
We were talking about that at breakfast just last week.
And were you really? Seriously?
Just ahead of putting on the ABBA's greatest hits.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we did have a mystery voice winner today.
Yes, we did.
Craig Demeret identified that as the voice of Tanya Conrad. So Craig picks up a Serendipity gift certificate. We'll have a brand new voice tomorrow. I know who the voice is.
Well, that's,
and we'll try to do that. Mike Dreeth, yeah, who cares?
He'll be back.
Ken, thank you very much. Ken has.
It's always a pleasure.
Ken has run the control for the video camera.
Your nausea is caused by me.
No, he did it so well. Do we really need Dreeth to come back?
Good point. We'll talk. We'll talk off the air, okay? Thanks, everybody.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thanks.
For listening to WFIW-FM Fairfield. Easy to find at 104.9. And check us out on the web at WFIWradio.com.